to update. Finally, they don't extend the circulation of our naira note till December 31st, 2020. Now, no say this matter they cost is then. So finally, they don't judge everything. But before I show now the update, before I share more details about this new naira note, I beg let this video go further. Indicate your comment under this video. Share to your friends. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna watch one of Sugar Boy because I don't want to talk too much. I'm gonna for listen to the video and understand the video. One love from Sugar Boy. I greet you now.
Ordered that old 200 and 500 and 1,000 naira notes remain in circulation till the 31st of December 2023. The Apex Court also nullified the federal government's naira redesign policy, declaring it as an affront to the 1999 Constitution. Justice Emmanuel Agim, who read the lead judgment, held that the preliminary objections by the defendants, the Attorney General of the Federation, Bayelsa, and Edo State are dismissed as the court has the jurisdiction to entertain the suit, citing Section 23, subsection 2 of the Constitution. The court held that a dispute between the federal government and the state must involve law or fact. The Apex Court further held that President Muhammadu Buhari, in his broadcast, admitted that the policy is flawed with a lot of challenges. Let me allow you to listen to some of the governors who went to court to challenge the federal government on this matter.
We are very grateful to the court for its unanimous decision and the orders it has given to the government, federal government of Nigeria, to ensure that from today till the 31st of December 2023, the old naira notes of all denominations shall continue to circulate side by side with the new naira notes. That's the major decision of the Supreme Court. The other decision is that the policy of currency confiscation, where you deposit money in the bank and the bank chooses what to give you, is unlawful and illegal and shall end forthwith. So Nigerians can go to the bank and collect whatever they have deposited and get on with their lives. Those that said that we went to the court because of elections are wrong. We went to the court because our people in our states are suffering and businesses in our states are coming to a halt and lives were being destroyed. That's why we went to court. We left elections in the hands of God and we all know the result. Even though this policy was designed to ensure that we did not win the presidential elections, we have won.
This particular decision today has proven that Nigerian law is a respecter of no one, including Mr. President. Nobody can take the laws for granted and go scot-free. This is what it has proven today. I congratulate Nigerians. I congratulate the common man. And I sympathize and condole those that have lost their lives in these struggles.
It's not about me or about El-Rufai or about Bello. It is about the Nigerians. Therefore, we have made it today, and we thank all the judges, 7 of them give same judgment. So we thank all of them, and we thank all of you for being here to see all the proceedings, and we know we have won this battle.
All right. Those are some of the governors who were on the side. They were the ones who took the federal government to court. There are other colleague governors also went to support the federal government, that's the Bayelsa and Edo State, saying that, well, the federal government stand is right. I have one of the governors who went to court here with me in the studio. Governor Yaya Bello of Kogi State joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much indeed for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, Shil. And would I say Happy New Year once again? And
see you physically for the first time
exactly
this year.
In the studio. And good evening, viewers in Nigeria and across the world.
Thank you so much for joining us. How do you feel? You challenge your party's position. You challenge your very good friend, President Buhari's directives and the CBN's policy and the Supreme Court, and you came victorious yourself and your colleagues. How does that make you feel?
Thank you very much. It is not an issue of a victory or victor and vanquish in this particular case. Yes, definitely. If you look at the 3 of us, myself, Governor El-Rufai, and Governor Matawale of Zamfara State, We are among those that are very close to Mr. President. And we are among those that are very loyal to our party, the All Progressives Congress. But at the same time, all of us, all the APC governors, and it will interest you that some PDP governors are passionate about this country, and we have the love of our people at heart. Of course, Mr. President, our father and our leader, is a man that have the compassion and love of all at heart, and hence he's been president today. And you know surely that Mr. President came up with so many programs and policies that touched on the lives of Nigerians. Mr. President is winding down. People like us would want Mr. President to finish very strong. And as such, a policy came up that is ill-managed, ill-implemented, and ill-timed, that is ravaging this country, affecting the common man and everyone in this country, affecting our economy, affecting the smooth running of our states. We swore to protect lives and livelihood in our state, and this policy is impeding on that. And hence, we have to, after various attempts to ensure that we think through this particular policy, have failed. We have no any option than to recourse than to go to court. And today, we've been vindicated. The party have been vindicated, and Mr. President himself is appreciative of the decision of the Supreme Court. And
have you gotten a feedback from the president?
Well, we have been Mr. President's children, and we know that Mr. President himself is relieved today that the people of this country are going to have their life back again. I mustn't necessarily have a feedback from him. So, to the glory of God, Nigerians have their lives back. And let me once again use this opportunity on behalf of myself and my colleagues, including APC governors and few PDP governors, people like Governor Wike of Rivers State, Governor Ifeanyi Governor of Abia State, and the Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, and host of all of us, the leaders, appreciate Nigerians, including the media, for standing tall and firm in this particular trying moment of ours. I use this opportunity to appreciate the Supreme Court who came through for us. This is not just all about naira redesign. The Supreme Court decision of today has touched so many fabrics of our lives, especially democracy and how democracy should be run in this country. And it has laid a solid foundation as to whether we are ripe for restructuring or true fiscal federalism. Supreme Court has really laid the ball. And I think, let us not miss this wonderful opportunity.
The question is, and I'll get to the meat of what the Supreme Court said and the import of that. The big question those your critics were they were raising when you went to court at first was that this was all politics. And the main reason why you did it, or you went to court, was all politics. And they have actually questioned the intention or the genuineness of your going to court. Because they have raised the fact that you have not gone to court on some other policies that have affected the lives and livelihoods of average Nigerians. Or perhaps you ran to court on a policy that hinges on politics on one hand, and it's because you think it was going to affect you politically. That's why some of your colleagues went to court. How do you react to that?
There is unfortunate that some people are thinking that way. There has been several cases and incidences where we governors have to take issues up in court. I'll not go into that. Let Nigerians make research into that. That is number one. Number two, yes, some people felt that it's because of this just concluded presidential and National Assembly election. Far from that. Politics is being played every day. Not necessarily because of that last election, but we know surely that the policy is affecting every average Nigerian. There are those who have lost their lives as a result of this particular policy, either due to riot or uprising, or those who went to hospital to just merely buy a medication, and they cannot buy it. And there are those that have died of hunger. There are millions of Nigerians that live daily on what they are able to earn. Local economies have been, crippled. Those of us that are securing our various states today, especially those of us that are performing security-wise, it is impeding on our performance.